Hello Cruising World, Mick the Suit Guy with you today. It's a ship tour time, a full ship tour of the beautiful Carnival Sunrise. She's a very similar ship to the Carnival Radiance, just a couple of subtle differences that I noticed. The Serenity Deck is a little bit different, and there's no Shack's Big Chicken. There's a seafood shack in its place. Well, it was always there. So I got up super early after a full 15-drink cheers day the night before. So if the video looks a little bit shaky, you know why. But I wanted to get up and go as early as possible, so I had as few people in the video as possible, so to make it look like a cleaner video for you. So if it looks a bit dark outside, that's because it was so early in the morning. Anyways, I digress. Let's get on with it. A full ship tour, not cabins, just the activity, as it were, of Carnival Sunrise. All right, welcome to my tour of Carnival Sunrise. We're going to start you on deck 3, which is also where you will embark the ship when you very first get on. On the left there is guest services. On the right side here, you'll see a machine where you can check your sail and sign account, check your details, what you've spent and all that good stuff. You can also do that on the hub. You can also exchange notes from hundreds to 50s to 20s to 10s to 5s on that machine, which is good to know. Here is the lobby bar. Again, we're on deck 3. Nice little look up to the top. And on the left side there is a shore excursions desk. Come around, there's a pixel studio where you can go to arrange your photo shoots, not to pick up individual pictures. And before we head up to deck 4, I'm just going to take you into the Radiance restaurant. This is for the set dining, the early and late dining. You notice on these ships, Radiance, Sunrise, Sunshine, that they will all name the restaurants after each other. So this is the Radiance restaurant because they're all the same class, even though the Sunshine's really not very, very dissimilar to these. Anyway, this is the Radiance restaurant where you do the early and late dining. In the very far right-hand corner is a special room for the chef's table. But I didn't go down there because it's early in the morning and I was probably tired and I forgot. Not going to lie. But trust me, it's there. So this is the Radiance restaurant for the set dining, early and late, and it goes up to deck 4 as well, which we'll show you in a second. But this is the main entrance on deck 3. So now we'll head up to deck 4. Most of the activities on these ships are deck 3 through 5 and then up to the Lido. Much smaller ship than some of the others, but still there's a lot to do. To put it in comparison, on my recent celebration tour, it took me 54 minutes to walk around. This one took me about 34. Bit of a difference. So we're up on deck 4 now. First thing I'll do is show you the Fahrenheit Steakhouse. Fahrenheit 55, as I believe it's called, Steakhouse. Now, one thing I'll say about this ship is it's very small. So I would definitely recommend, if you're going to go to the Steakhouse, to book it in advance on your account online to avoid disappointment. You'll probably get in, but you may not get a good time. Because as you can see, this is a fairly small restaurant. And whenever I've been on board and checked the times, which I randomly do just out of interest, there's very rarely times available. The only large table for more than 4 is right there. Obviously, they can put tables together, but I just recommend that you book it in advance if you can. And come out of here on the right, we're just going to pop into the upper level of the Radiance restaurant. Again, this is for the early and late dining. The Sunshine restaurant is for the your time dining, and that will be at the back, which we'll show you shortly. Again, they alternate the names within the ship class for the restaurants. I'm assuming they do on the Sunshine. I've not been on that ship in a long time, but I know they do on the Radiance. They have the Sunrise and the Sunshine, and on the Sunrise, they have the Sunshine and the Radiance. There's your Java Blue Cafe. All your coffee needs. And this is the Pixels area. Still putting all the pictures out, so people can come and sneak a picture on their camera. Joking, don't do it. So heading down to the Liquid Lounge. This is on deck 4 and 5. The Luminous Blue. This will obviously, they have all the shows, they do the Let's Make a Deal, they'll do the bingo, all that good stuff in here. A lot of presentations from the cruise director. There's the bar on the left. And there's the main theater area. Stage at the back. Nice size theater. Not too full, not too small, not too big. And now we're going to head back down the opposite side of deck 4. Look at the strength as I open this heavy door the wrong way. Ah, there we go. Push it, not pull it. Once again, that's the liquid lounge. We're going to go back. The other side is still pixels. Pretty much deck 4 is dominated by pixels. Just with the coffee shop and the lounge at the end. So we're going to come down here, and then we would normally go up these stairs to deck 5 coming up right there, but we're going to come back to that in a second because I just wanted to quickly show you the end here where they have the main pixels desk. And the little pixel store right there. So now we're going to head up to deck 5. This is where a lot of the shops are, the casino, and as you'll see, a lot of stuff. There's the cherry on top. So here's the warehouse arcade for all you young at hearters. It's quite large in comparison to some other ships. I believe this might even be larger than the one on Celebration. It's quite a large arcade. Don't know how busy it gets. I really don't go in here, but I'm sure it does, or they wouldn't have it quite so big. So we're going to come back out of here after we take one little side step and show a little bit more in the arcade. We're going to come out of here and take you down and show you the shops. So this part of deck 5 is pretty much taken up by the shops. And there's an ATM machine. Down there would be the entrance to the upper level of the main theater, the liquid lounge. And coming down here, I forgot to video it, I believe, but on the left-hand side, if you turn this corner, should be another machine where you can exchange cash or check your balances on your sign and sell card. But I forgot to video that, but it's behind me right now. More shops. On the right-hand side would be the sports bar coming up. So we'll pop in here. That just continued with shops until we got to that main entrance again. So here's the sports bar, right next to the casino. Sports bar / heroes bar, should I add. So here's the main casino, your tables. There's your slot machines. There's the main entrance. We just took a detour. If we'd kept going past the sports bar, we would take a right and come in here. These are all your machines. There is a sign there. Coming up, it says Limelight Lounge, which is where the comedy club is. So you have to go past the casino bar here, which is on the left. The main casino desk is to the right on the left down there. But to get to the comedy club, you have to come down here. So you have to go up to deck 5, take a left past the casino bar, go down to deck 4, as we're doing right now. And then on the right-hand side will be the comedy club. This is the main entrance. This is the back of the Radiance restaurant we were just in. So we're now back on deck 4 for the Limelight Lounge. I have a love-hate relationship with this lounge because I cannot understand why, for the life of me, they would do what they're about to do. When there's an overflow, they got seats there, and you have to watch the show on a TV screen. I'm not even going to go there. I guess it's better than nothing. But the bar's going to be on the right. And then the main stage up there. Always packed in the comedy clubs on the ships because the comedians are so awesome. There's your sound area. So if you came out this side, which is closed until after the show, you would again be in the restaurant. But this is the Sunshine Restaurant. And so we're now at the back of the ship. This is where the anytime, your time dining is. And again, we're on deck 4. This is the upper level. Much larger, much nicer, much cleaner, in my opinion, than the Radiance restaurant for the early and late. But the vast majority of people these days are doing your time dining. Much more convenient, again, just in my opinion. I know a lot of people like the fact that they can get to know their table dining steward, but you can always go here and ask for the same one every night if you're prepared to wait a little bit. So that was the Sunshine Restaurant. We're going to go show you the main one in a second. We'll go all the way down to deck 3 before we finish this part. And then we're going to come back through the comedy club. Again, we're going to look at these TVs and ask why? But again, I guess it's better than nothing. Kind of wasted space right here. Let's just call it a design flaw. So we're going to come out the Limelight Lounge. We're going to go back up to deck 5 and back through the casino and continue walking on. Like I said, this is the only real difficult thing to find. Once you found it, once you're fine. But it's good to know that this is the way you go to get there, I think. All right, so we're back into the casino. Again, the main casino desk is on the left. We're going to continue around here to the right and walk down the main walkway of deck 5. A few more things to show you before we go up to the Lido. So we'll come down here. Again, another empty space. A lot of kind of wasted space in these ships. I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just, you feel like they could put something in there, but they choose not to. There's your ship map where we're at. Where'd you see the one in Celebration? Ooh, it's exciting. By Emeralds. Make sure you check it out. This is the Sushi, Bonsai Sushi restaurant. Wonderful. Not too big, but it's never that full because it's open for so long. You can stagger it, but we never had a problem getting a seat. We always eat at the Sushi. Now, we come to my favorite place on the entire ship, the Red Frog Pub. And it is huge. It's where the band plays, or bands, because they'll have different people every night. They'll do the karaoke in here, which always gets busy. There's your main bar. I told you it was big, didn't I? Come all the way down here. They got games in the back. Shuffleboard, foosball, picture op, put your hands in the shackles. Yeah, really nice bar this. I love the way they design these bars. Plenty of space, plenty of room for everybody to sit usually. They'll do some trivia in here as well as the karaoke and the bands and stuff like that. But yes, there's a big hub of the ship is the Red Frog Pub. Not every ship has a pub. Every ship has a Red Frog bar up on Lido. But if you're lucky enough to be in a ship that has a Red Frog pub, enjoy it. They are awesome. As you might well also enjoy the piano bar, which is right next to it. Again, the lights went on. It was really early in the morning, like 6 o'clock when I did this. So a bit dark in there, but you get the gist of it. That's the piano bar. And here is the Alchemy bar. Never got that busy. I was quite surprised. It was a very popular bar, great bartenders, great fun in there, but never got too busy. Always seats available in that one. Now what I'm going to do before we head up is I'm just going to take you down real quick to deck 3 and the main entrance of the Sunshine restaurant, which is the restaurant for the Your Time Anytime dining. That was the entrance on deck 4 that we showed you at the back of the comedy club. But I just want to walk down here real quick to show you. So this is where you have to come. There's not like a straight walk like there is, say, on the Carnival Pride, for example, where you can walk all the way from one end to the other. On this one, you have to come up, down, But this is the main entrance to the restaurant on deck 3. Sunshine Restaurant, Your Time, Anytime Dining. And now we're going to take you up to the upper decks. We're halfway through, people. You can do this. Well, not quite halfway, but we're almost halfway. All right, so we are now at the back of the Lido deck. Deck 9. There's a couple of hot tubs right there. There's your shower. There's the pool. The bar's over there on the left. We'll get to that in a second. One of the big differences between this and Radiance is at the back of the Radiance on this side, they have the Shack's Big Chicken. Whereas on this one, they have the Seafood Shack. Both great restaurants, but Shack's Big Chicken is slightly more popular. Just my opinion. Plus it's free. So we're going to walk you in here through the Lido restaurant, the marketplace, show you where you get your buffet food and all that good stuff. They also have Menu Mate back here, which is if you have any allergies or gluten-free and you want some help with your recommendations for the week, you can come and see the lovely ladies or gentlemen at the Menu Mate desk, which is nearly always on the Lido Marketplace at the back of the ship, and they will help you for the week. But here was a breakfast buffet just getting ready to start. Obviously this will change during the day as they go. Cucina del Capitano is up those stairs. We'll just pop up there and show you real quick. So this is a restaurant that's free for lunch and you pay for it in the evening. No need to reserve this in advance, in my opinion. It's never that full. So you can pick and choose your day. What we'll often do is we'll get on the ship and we'll look at the restaurants in the main, the menus in the main dining room for the week, decide which one we like the least, and come to the Italian on that day. But that whole deck area there is the Italian. But we'll come back down now to the Lido Marketplace. I'll walk you through here. If you I just did a video on a celebration. It always seems like the buffet here is larger than the celebration. I get the feeling when I walk on these new ships, they're not that big on these areas. Lucky Bowl is there. Pretty cool noodle bowls they have there. This was the breakfast menu though. They had an oatmeal bowl, buttermilk, cream biscuits, and a whatever that was. Couldn't read it. But they'll do noodles and stuff at lunch. Kind of like a alternative to the Mongolian walking away, but they don't cook it for you. It's already kind of done and they just put it in the bowl. There's your drinks and there is your swirls back there. It's been a long time since I've had swirls on a ship. I need to do that next time I go on. Now we come to the main part of the Lido deck. There's your guys' burgers. I told you I got up early. It's still dark. The things I do for you. Well, it's not dark, but you can tell it's early. There's your Red Frog pub. Another one of my favorite places. The Red Frog bar, sorry, not the pub. What am I talking about? The Red Frog Rum Bar, to be precise. And this at the back here, we'll go up there in a second. A couple more hot tubs. But your Waterworks and your Serenity Bar is going to be at the back there. But we'll head up there shortly. This is where you get your towels. There's the Blue Iguana Bar. And there's your main pool. And then there's your Blue Iguana Cantina, where you can get your burritos and tacos and all that good stuff. They were just getting ready for the breakfast rush. The hard-working crew. And now we'll just walk you back down the other side of the Lido Marketplace. Another little drink section there. Another swirls. On the left-hand side coming up is the deli. Right there. More of the buffet options that we showed you before. Do a quick walk down here. So yeah, so a nice long, buffet area. I'm telling you, the more I watch this, the more I'm convinced it's bigger than the one on Celebration. Back up to the Cucina del Capitano there if you wanted to, but we're going to continue to the back. Another little seating area. Oh, he's cleaning. What do I do? I know, I'll cut through here because I didn't want to be mean. But you would normally go through that door to get to the very back of the ship. But I admire the crew so much, I'm not going to ask him to move just for me. So I'm going to come back this way instead. So we're going to come through here and go out the back on the opposite side. But again, you would have just gone through that side. But we're going to cut out here. Restrooms on the left. It was meant to be so I could show you the restrooms. And then we're going to come back out to the back of the ship. Again, on the left there was the seafood shack, but we're going to go over to the right. And on the right side up here is going to be the pizza place. Pizza. Is this Pizza Pirate they call this one? I'm not sure. And then the Tides Bar right there. Still cleaning the doors. Still cleaning. Love the crew. So now we're going to head up to deck 10 and show you that. This door's a tricky one. You'll find out if you do it. Caution, watch your step. It can be a bit of a wind draft when you open this door, so be careful. So again, we're now at the back of deck 10. So we're going to walk around here, do a lap of the ship. Beautiful wet morning, huh? Doesn't matter what the weather is, we're cruising. It's always a good day. But you can see it was quite windy. I believe this day we were in Ocho Rios, but I'm not 100% sure. It's either that or Grand Cayman, but I think this was Ocho Rios. That's where we went on this cruise. There is your pig and anchor. Another difference, because on the Radiance it's at the very back. Here it is on the side. So again, we're just going to keep walking down deck 10. And these people won't move for me, so I'm just going to walk right through them. They don't care. And at the back here, we're going to show you the Waterworks and Serenity Deck in a second. There's the main screen. Don't blink, because the Serenity Deck on these ships are very small. On the Sunshine, it's very big. On a Sunrise and a Radiance, very small. That's why I'm not really sure how they call them sister ships, because there's major differences between the ships. I'm going to go up here. If you go down to the right, you could go in there. That's where the spa and the gym is. But right now, we're just going to go up here. So we're now going up to deck 11. Going to get vertigo soon. But if you're going to do deck 11, why not do deck 12? Whoop, whoop. So deck 11 at the back, like I said, that is where the spa and the gym is. Inside, underneath basically where we are. But we are walking up to the Serenity Deck. There is the entrance to the Waterworks for the kiddies and the adults in us. But here's the Serenity. Like I said, it's not very big, so check this out. Serenity. That is basically it on the port side. A few people up to watch the sunrise. And then we'll come across here. There'll be a shower on the left. A few chairs there. I don't know who would want to sit in those chairs, but whatever. And then it's the opposite side to the Serenity on this deck. And then you have a few beds on this side, starboard side, and a little hot tub there. But that is it for the Serenity Deck. So just be warned, if you like that, get your seats early. There aren't too many. One hot tub. There's the bar. Couple of seats there, but that is it. So we're back down on deck 11 now. There's where you get your towels. Now if we pop inside here, there is Camp Ocean straight ahead. And come back down. It's getting brighter. Back down again, you see the Waterworks is on the left. Isn't this fun? I'm going to come in here and I'm going to show you the spa and the gym. If only I knew where I was going. Guess who went down one road too many? This is not the best ship tour, is it? And yes, I'm doing a talk over a couple of months after I went. I totally forgot. I should have gone in on deck 11. We went down to deck 10. In my head, I was like, where are we going? So yes, deck 11, Cloud 9 Spa. My apologies for that detour. So the spa is going to be on your left. And the gym is going to be at the back. Right in here. There's your gym. Deck 11 forward. My excuse, it was very early and I was very tired after a night on Cheers. It's on a 5-day cruise. Whew, you're not wasting those drinks, are you? All right, we're almost done, everybody. Just going to continue to the back of the ship and show you the upper decks. Hopefully I go the right way this time. Now, if I was a real professional, I would have stopped that and edited it so I could show it the right way. But clearly I did not do that. Now we're going to do the correct thing and go back down to deck 10, which we should have done in the first place, and come out and show you the rest. Deck 10, hurrah! So you can come in either side or out either side. Just got one deck and you're on deck 11. So we're back out on the Waterworks. It's my sort of slide right there. It's always a challenge when you're trying to get down. It's like a little snake walk to get down to the Lido deck. There's no straight run. You've got to go in, out, sideways, up, down, up, down. There's some stairs there as well. Right, we're just going to walk to the end, show you where the jogging track is. Going to pop up here. We're now behind the main screen. On the right hand side is where the DJ will play. But we're going to pop up one more deck because I want to show you something, which is the jogging track, which is pretty much the only thing that'll have people this time in the morning, apart from the wonderful crew working so hard for us. But I want to go up one more, because up here you have the miniature golf, and you have a great photo up by the funnel on this ship I want to show you. So if you want a nice funnel pick, this is where you come. There's your putt-putt golf. Miniature, as we call it in England, miniature golf here. But you see, you can stand in front of that somewhere and you get a great pick of yourselves in front of the funnel. So that's one thing I do recommend you try and do. Back to the running track. Not many people running. I certainly wasn't. It was cold and windy, as you can see from that gentleman's top. The wind it was a blowing. Watch as I fly by people. Or not. There's a funnel again. Nice calm day at least, even if it was a bit windy on deck. Oh, there's a runner. Here's your Sportsquare to finish off the little tour here. Shuffleboard there, basketball court, and the ropes course at the back. Yes, they have a ropes course. And no, I didn't do it, because I would fall off in 5 seconds. All right, so there you go. There's a foosball again there. And a pool table, I believe, right there. All sorts of things. So I hope you enjoy my little tour of Carnival Sunrise, even if I did go the wrong way at one point. But we all make mistakes, right? One last look at your ropes course and the beautiful ocean that you could be enjoying if you too were on Carnival Sunrise. We're now at the back of deck 11, but we're going to pop down to deck 10 to finish you off. And there you go. Hope you enjoyed it. Carnival Sunrise. Ship tour. Done. There you go, Carnival Sunrise. Beautiful ship. Again, very similar to her sister, the Radiance. The other sister, the Sunshine, a lot more differences, but the Sunrise and the Radiance are both very similar ships. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you enjoyed it as much as I did, you want to subscribe to my channel and see more of my videos, I would love it if you did so. Information coming up at the end on how to contact me also. To subscribe, as always, you just hit that little subscribe button. If you have any questions, get in touch with me. But if you have any cruise tips or cruise traditions, they are hugely important to me because every week I put out a little tips video for everybody to help them make their cruise hopefully a little bit better. So I'm always looking for suggestions for that video. So if you have any, please, please, please send them to me. There are no such thing as stupid suggestions and stupid tips, unless your name is, no, I'm not going to say the name. You know who you are. We'll leave that there. As I always say when I finish these long ship tour videos, I want to see who actually watched the whole thing. So I pose a question, and in the comments, I would like you to write down the answer to this question. What is your favorite sports team? Simple question, but at least I know you watched the whole video then. Mine is Ipswich Town Football Club, the mighty Tractor Boys of the English League One right now. Hopefully championship next year, and who knows, maybe we'll be back where we belong one day, back in the Premier League, but you know, not right now, that's for sure. Anyways, I digress, as I often do. Subscribe, questions, tips, cruise traditions. Simple, right? And with that, I will see you later, Cruising World. Any questions? Email me anytime. cruisingsuitguy@gmail.com. I promise I'll reply as soon as possible. Want to book a cruise or any type of travel? We are travel agents. Check out our site, elitetravelconnection.com, or email me, Mick, at elitetravelconnection.com. We are here for you. Finally, subscribe, please. Pretty please. You know you want to. Go on. I won't beg you. Okay, I'm begging. Please. Subscribe. Thank you.